This is Rob Tebbutt from Behind the Gloves. I'm pleased to be joined by Craig Spider Richards in Nando's.
Yes, Nando's. Eating clean as always.
What did you have to eat?
Butterfly chicken with some rice and water.
As I'm an editor and I'm very busy, I had a cup of coffee.
Feel sorry for you. Rather me than you.
It was nice though.
Yeah. Was it?
It was okay.
I don't drink coffee.
Don't you?
Nah.
Well, to be fair, it's not very good.
Yeah, it's because I had the caffeine stuff and yeah.
So we're here, or we've been at the Lawrence Okolie-Chamberlain weigh-in. It's British beef, and it's live on Sky Sports on Saturday night. People like it when you do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, what did you make of fight week so far? So you've been around a bit.
It's been tremendous. Watching the fight week, two live prospects, both hungry, both unbeaten, and both want it bad. Like no one's come for a payday. They both turned up, and there's pride on the line. So. And it's been a good build-up. No one thought that it was going to grab this much attention. It sold a lot more tickets than anyone thought. Attention's been great. The press conference has been banter. They're both in good shape and both ready to rock for tomorrow.
Seems like sort of all different walks of London. I mean, obviously London is very, very busy for fighters anyway. There's a lot of gyms. People know each other through the amateurs and stuff. You have experience with both guys. You know both guys. What can you tell us about each guy, starting with Lawrence? I mean, how did you meet Lawrence?
I met Lawrence in the amateurs. I think we was in the OBA championships together. I think I met him originally there. And then just seeing him on the circuit, and then mutual friends, etc. And obviously he's a matchroom fighter as well. And yeah, so just kind of just around the boxing, known him from that. And similar with Isaac, I think I saw him at a championship in the amateurs. He was turning over pro while I was still doing the amateurs. He was pro for a while, spoke a few times, etc. And then just known him from the circuit as well. So it's kind of similar both ways.
What can you tell us about the fight? It seems like the general consensus is this is very much a 50-50 fight. Is that something you'd agree with?
Yeah, I agree, because they both got completely different attributes, where some people are saying like he's the boxer, some people are saying he's the puncher. When it comes to fight line, it boils down and there's so much tension on the line and two people don't like each other. Sometimes, like for instance, first few rounds when we watched the last time two British guys had beef, we saw that all of that went out the window and you end up fighting, and then sometimes it becomes heart and determination. So the punch goes out the window, the skill goes out the window, it's just two men like fighting, and that's what it boils down to. So where you got two guys both strong, both fit, both want it bad, I believe it's going to be a good fight. They're both conditioned, they both train hard for it.
You mentioned that tension. You know both guys personally as well. Pretty much opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So it seems certainly in fight week. I mean, Isaac Chamberlain's been very focused, very inner, whereas Lawrence Okolie, very outgoing, very gregarious. With that being said, knowing both guys personally, who do you think is going to handle the occasion better out of the two?
I don't know, because you've got to understand that people are completely different. Lawrence deals with every situation, every fight he's had with that perspective, like with that demeanour. Same as Isaac's always been quite quiet and more within himself every fight night as well. So they've both been themselves, although they're completely different. He's quiet, he's been loud. They're both been themselves. At the end of the day, all that matters, they don't like each other. They've trained really hard. So how he acts, what he says at the press conference, what he weighed in at, that's all irrelevant. All boils down to when them two men are in the ring and the trainers get out and the bell goes, what happens? Who's going to get cold feet? Who can take the punch? Who gets caught cold? Who's skilled? Who ups their level? Who listens to their corner? Who lets their emotions get involved? And that's when we're going to see. That's what we got to sit and boil down to. And that's what we love about boxing. You can never just call it. You can never just say, oh yeah, he's going to beat him. How much upsets have we seen? It's not upsets, it's just boxing. Nothing's ever guaranteed. So that's why for me, when you've got two prospects, lively, ready, trained hard, it's always going to be 50-50.
So that's the mental aspect of the fight. From a technical point of view, or certainly from a boxing point of view, what do you think is the key to victory for each fighter?
Well, I feel like they've both got certain assets, which everyone talks about, and both of them is trained to work against them assets. So it's just about who comes up with a new game plan, a smarter game plan, and who sticks their strategy better, I believe. So that's not really for me to call, that's more for their camps to work out.
You're really not giving much away, are you?
Nah, because, do you know what? I've been in fights when I've spoken to people and I've been friends with them for years, and then I'm fighting someone, they're like, yeah, I'm not involved, or they say, oh yeah, but he's my friend. I'm like, I take it personal. I'm like, oh, so you know what? You got to pick what side your bread's buttered. You ain't with both of us. So I wouldn't be a hypocrite to go and say, yeah, well, I think he can do this and he can do this. I think I just wish them a good fight. Both their careers are on the line, and I think they're going to put on entertainment. I think both their stocks will rise. Win, lose or draw, their stocks will rise. It's got a lot of publicity, and it's going to be a tremendous fight, I believe.
Right, now get you off that fence. Let's just
my bum's hurt.
Splinters. Yeah, let's touch upon that. As you say, they're two guys, young, taking risks in their career. Similar, well, your opponent wasn't young, but in your last fight, you stepped up to face Frank Buglioni for the British title. How many days' notice was that?
I got to train 2 days for it, and then I had to go straight to Cardiff. My first 12 rounds of 2 days training, straight out to Cardiff, and the weight above of what I was used to boxing at.
Yeah, and that's something that we briefly spoke about off camera. Fighting at light heavyweight, fighting against Frank Buglioni, who was a considerable step up to the opposition that you've been facing previously, and on such short notice. Do you feel like that's going to be beneficial to you going forward, even though you weren't successful?
Yeah, of course. Because although I know I would have put a although I know obviously I didn't get the best preparation, so of course I weren't the best of me on the night. You still got to look past that and take what you could have done better. And now I've been there and I've done the championship rounds, because everyone talks about how hard it is, how easy, but you never know until you experience it. Now I've experienced it, I know what it takes to win 12-round championship fights, and I know where my flaws are, and because I feel like sometimes I got a bit comfortable in, I know I'm going to win, and it got to a point that it takes something like that to say, you know, you're not just always going to win, you got to work harder for it. So it made me go back to the drawing board a bit to work out things that I can do better and what I can improve on, and I feel like I've made dramatic improvements since then.
Now those are the things that you've got to go back and work on, but there are also a lot of positives from that fight. You went the distance for the first time, as you just said, were very competitive, perhaps more competitive than some people were giving you credit for before the fight. What other positives do you feel that you can take out of that performance?
The positives I can take is that I can mix it at that level already, only 10 fights in. Because no one usually steps up for British title fights after 10 fights, and the weight category above, and on short notice. So I'm naturally fitter at light heavyweight.
That's something that you have had issues with at super middleweight.
At super middleweight, what people don't realise, my last 3 fights, I was ill. I crashed on the last 3 fights. So, and I was at 50% of myself, and I somehow still went out there, executed the job and won. But for me, I was still getting frustrated because I was thinking, the public doesn't know how good I am. And it was a thing that I wanted to, I want to show everyone how good I can be. So although people start snippets of bits I can do in the Frank Buglioni fight, that's still a 2 days training. So there's so much for them to see when it all comes together, me fit, ready, and go and display the best performance and the best of me.
So you're back on the Dillian White, Lucas Brown card, March the 24th. At light heavyweight, again, staying there moving forward. What are your plans for 2018? How quickly can we see? Are you looking, now you've had the shot at the British title, does that make you thirsty for more, or does it make you think like, right, now I know what I need to work on, I'm going to gradually step up and rebuild at light heavyweight? Which one is it?
Not gradually. I want to get there as soon as I can. I really want that British title, but at the same time, take my time and build myself properly, take each fight at the right time and step up accordingly, and just listen to management, and when they think I'm ready to go, I'll go. I don't mind fighting, as everyone knows. I'll fight whenever, however, on whatever notice, but it's for my manager to now guide my career correctly, so I've just got to listen to him. And listen to him and Eddie.
And you fight out of the Sims gym, Tony Sims, Pete Sims. Just want to talk about one of your now ex-stablemates, Ohara Davies, obviously now no longer with you. Just want to get your thoughts on that whole situation.
Well, I believe that of what I've seen of it, he didn't know about the Hillsborough situation, because it was before he was born. So everyone knows. Obviously there was articles of the guy he was talking about, Tommy Coyle, getting in trouble one of his friends got in trouble when the Sun wrote up articles about Tomiko and discriminated his name recently, and Ohara picked at that. And then everybody, because people say O'Hara's made a rod for his back and they didn't like him for other reasons, have spun it and brought the Hillsborough thing before he was born out and said that's the reason why he spoke about the Sun, when a lot of people know it wasn't, but I think they used it against him. And
I don't think it helped that he's got a slightly fiery relationship with the people of Liverpool. I mean, I don't think
that didn't help at all, because Liverpool and him, they don't get along. The moment someone's mentioned it, it's like a dominoes effect. Everyone just ran with it before they've done their research. And I think after people done their research after a few days, they'd noticed, alright, I don't like the guy, but I know he didn't really mean that. But some people's like, I know he didn't mean it, but this is my chance to kick him while he's down. So I think some people ran with it a bit. I think it was a bit unfair on him. And that's my opinion really. I think it was a bit unfair on him.
What's Ohara like away from the cameras? I know him a little bit away from the camera, admittedly not much, know him obviously much better. How different is he on camera and off camera to the Ohara that you see?
Nice, he's got a really nice guy, proper cool, good hearted, he's a really nice guy. He's a nice guy, he can fight, he can box, and he's just like, sometimes he can be outspoken. If he doesn't like something, he'll let you know he doesn't like it. And sometimes people don't like outspoken people. So, but generally, as a person, he's a really nice guy, really cool guy.
I'm sure he'd say the same thing right now.
Hopefully.
Okay, well, just finally, Craig, I'm going to ask you anyway. Lawrence Okolie versus Isaac Chamberlain. Who wins?
Split decision.
Which way?
Oh, no, I'm joking. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let the best man win.
Okay, well, Craig Spider Richards, thanks very much for speaking to Behind the Gloves. Look forward to seeing your return to ring on March the 24th. Thank you. See you soon.
Good seeing you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for that. Nice.
Hey, my fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking right here.